Rory Mcilroy is going to have an interlocking grip. Tiger Woods has an interlocking grip. Before Tiger Woods came along, the dominant grip was a Varden grip. You know, I mean, Jack had an interlocking grip, but it didn't make everybody go to that grip. But you look at the young generation now. Look at that grip, interlocking grip. It's not an accident.
There's not often players are nervous or pumped up for their first tee shot on a Friday. I promise you, all three of these guys are feeling it. They're in LA.
So again, Rory just went with the iron. You know, this is the way it is. This is the now time. These guys can hit it 300 plus. Give them a little bit of help. You know, downhill, firmish fairway.
But that fairway runs out at just over 300.
Yeah, 315 or something like that. So if you're watching yesterday, we had Bubba and Dustin hitting 8 irons into one. And this is it. Getting close is very difficult. You've got to land the ball in the correct spot. You've got to release it. You've got to pay attention to all the contours of the greens.
McIlroy making only his second start at the Genesis Open.
Watching this marquee group get underway. Tiger Woods from the back fringe at the par 5 first. Real struggle from tee to green. And would have that left for, excuse me, that's Rory McIlroy now for his birdie to get it into the red for the tournament. And he connects.
This is the fact that you saw Tiger Woods' ball did not get much bounce out of it, so they're not going to get any lucky bounces that kick onto the green. The ball is very, very sticky when it hits these aprons and doesn't get a whole lot of run. So you have to be accurate and you have to land the ball on the green and control your distance very well.
Rory looking on point so far in this round. Yes, we're just a couple of holes in here, but all three players pretty meaty shots off the tee, and we'll see what's left here at the par 4 second at Riviera.
Already a winner this season at the new event in Korea, CJ Cup at 9 Bridges. Now McIlroy.
Just an absolute bomb off this tee. Same as number 2. Hit a really good drive there as well. Just a sand wedge from 109 yards. So good chance to attack.
Well, you've got to, haven't you, from there? There we go.
He was staring it down the whole way and got a good result.
Score, but you know, wow, I get to 2 under. I'm well and truly in this, or better, of course.
McIlroy in close, and he picks up a birdie to get to 2 under par. 2 in his first 3.
That'd be a good.
Up to 4.
Playing 10 yards longer than it did yesterday. 240. Price and DeChambeau in the group ahead did make a par 3. Yesterday, 15% of the field hit this green in regulation. Just a little less than that. Not exactly easy though today, Nick.
No, it's the same. It's all about the strike, big carry. That is the thing with this Kikuyu. Everybody knows that if even it lands 1 foot short of the green, it won't even make the green.
Yeah, you got to carry it 210 if you want to take that out of play. 210 back into the breeze. This is a 3-iron for McIlroy. He hit 4 yesterday.
Falls away reasonably quickly to the left. And that is at the opposite side. It is like Velcro up on that hill. And that will be some sort of fast. I believe, Kurt, that Rory will be first to play?
Yep, he's getting ready. The ball's sitting down a little bit in this Kikuyu too, and it is straight downhill and quick. I don't know for sure if he's going to try to come in bumping it through the fringe or try to throw it up in the air. It looks like he's going to bump it.
What was your general philosophy when you had to hit chip shots out of this?
This one, there's a lot of grass behind the ball. I thought he would flop it.
Sounded like he got a little grass between the club face and the ball. Not bad. Just playing defense from up there, trying to leave yourself a putt that's uphill for a chance to make a 3.
Back over to the par 3 fourth.
And McIlroy for par.
And after a good start here, a couple under early in his round, this would be a nice momentum saver. He could knock this in for par. Difficult hole. He was out of position, so a save here would feel awfully good.
This is the part of the game he struggled with so much a week ago today up at the AT&T event at Pebble. He putted awful. Barely broke 40 putts, I think, for the round. Beautiful. Said he had some work to do last night on technique and speed after his opening round. Good start.
He had a 4-putt that really was a 5-putt.
Yes.
At that short drivable par 4 at Monterey Peninsula.
Bunker is a big problem. Up to 5.
McIlroy with that driving iron.
This is from that upper tee today, Matt. They used the lower left tee yesterday, and this should be good. Looks like it's right up the heart of the fairway.
423-yard par 4, just position off the tee. There is a run out there the player's got to be aware of.
That 18-degree 2-iron that he's got, kind of a weapon, isn't it?
How far does he carry it?
270.
Well, just 270 with an iron.
Matt, Rory, that just rips that 2-iron. This is only 134. Ball stays in the air a long time. It's a downhill shot.
He doesn't seem to like it. He must have pulled it a little left.
Yep.
He's going to get a teach, though. Or wait, he might be the teacher. He will give the read to Justin Thomas. So just outside his mark. So approach the 5th green, going down to the lower portion of the club. This is obviously feature groups here.
Aligned with barometric pressure.
Of course he is.
So once he gets the results, I'm going to steal them all from him. I'm going to let him go and do the work, and I'll use all that stuff later.
Well, trying to dial this one in is McIlroy at the 5th hole, and Justin Thomas obviously is marked just right by where Rory's putting from, and so he'll be keeping an eye on this break.
It's uphill the whole way. When it gets to that top shelf, it should start turning left, I believe.
Oh, Kurt. You had it read. No, you had it read perfectly. He didn't hit it. It was turning left. Kurt Byram, a tremendous putter.
Said no one.
Well, you had the read right. And Rory will be.
Until you've seen it and had to hit it.
Mark it quick.
And now back on the tee at 6th.
Well, I like a low fade.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a low fade. This is an 8-iron. He's about 1 club longer than Tiger with his irons. This is probably going to be a high draw.
Staring down the flag.
It looked like it started on the line. It sure did. There you go. Not quite high enough to use the backstop. Like it's snap hooks, so that was a great 3.
McIlroy's birdie putt at 6.
Yeah, can't do anything different, really, can you?
To start the season in Middle East, and now another guy who played over the Middle East in those events, Rory Mcilroy.
With that driving iron, a little bit of help, trying to play a cut, but it's not cutting much, Dottie.
That bunker could be in play on that line, especially as firm as the golf course is starting to get. Lucky should have room for a stance, but we're going to find out. And back at the 7th. Kurt, who's away?
It's going to be Rory. He hit a pretty darn good shot. His heels were hanging over the edge of that bunker. He hit a really nice shot up here, but it just got over the back, which, as you know, Dottie, this is going to leave a really quick putt.
Oh, yeah. Quick and turning.
Just ease it off the fringe, and it should get to the hole.
That's actually pretty good from back there. Made it a little more difficult because the hole is covered in shadows. Seems to be a little more confident over the putter than he was a week ago. McIlroy for 4. And that was what we saw a lot of last week. That was a quick in transition sort of stroke. Powered it through any break that would have been there. Ouch. Up to 8.
And this is that, again, split fairway par 5. You can go left or you can go right. Rory looking like lining up down the left side.
Definitely going down that left side, and this is right up the heart of that part of the fairway, Matt.
More bogeys than birdies today, Kurt, at the 8th, but those are perfectly placed tee shots. 10 birdies, 16. Rory Mcilroy now.
Just a little flip wedge, 91 yards. Same kind of shot.
This hole's usually a beast. The guys are coming in from 100 yards or less. And that's okay. Going to be a pretty quick putt going back down the fall line towards the front of the. And we'll have to check on that situation for Phil. Now, McIlroy. It's got to go right.
Just a hair too much speed, Matt, to take that break.
Exactly. Just on that line, less speed. And that happens sometimes. You know the read because your fellow competitors hit a putt on virtually the same line. Sometimes you just gun it through. Obviously be able to be moved, but man, his stance is going to be obstructed for sure. McIlroy tapping in for par. Nope. Tapping in for bogey.
Well, he missed the last one to the left and then missed that one to the right. So, I mean, got a two-way miss going here with this putter. They were both fairly straight putts, too.
Well, he didn't ever think that was going to happen. Walking up to the green thinking, all right, let's get this bogey right back. And you walk off with a little 3-wiggle. 5. Ouch.
Smooth one, that's when he gets those balloons that go out to the right.
Well, when you turn hard, what he means is you're really committing your body. You've got to unwind your body through impact.
Kind of like this guy.
He pretty much let loose on that. It's a little left to where Tiger is. It might catch the rough.
Yep. Just on the edge.
To put it off the edge of the green.
And now McIlroy.
111, good angle and a good lie out of the rough. Just a matter of trying to be able to spin it just a little.
Nope.
Well, there you go. All of them in 120 yards in. You can't get close to that flag. It's historic.
In the middle of the fairway. Back up to the green, McIlroy.
Yeah, the ball was sitting up really well. That was a pretty straightforward little chip.
But not the place to be coming from when you got a gap wedge in your hand.
And can jump up and bite you once in a while.
Anything can happen to 10 if you're in the wrong place. And Rory would not be enjoying this. There's a grinding on 3-footers after missing 2 already. At 7 and 8 for even par. So Rory's. They've all got to keep moving forward. Short right is death. You cannot hit the green from 10 yards.
And the front of that green is just 12 yards wide, so it's a pretty skinny target, and it gets skinnier as you go further into the green itself.
You can go a little past if you go down into the bowl, but if you go too long, then again it's a great shot just to hit the green.
Nick, interesting nugget on this hole. It was originally designed completely bunkerless.
Really?
That were not added until the 29 LA Open.
Huh.
And now back to what Jack Nicklaus once called the best short par 4 in all of major championship golf.
You're trying to get it right there.
He hit 3-wood here. Trying to start it out to the right and draw it with this club.
Well, it is
starting
drawing.
to turn hard left.
Maybe it's not drawing, it's hooking. Mickelson did tap in at the 9th. Oh, that's in Sam Saunders territory,
Well,
Nick.
it's even worse. I mean, look where the flag is. There's his straight line. I mean, slim to no chance.
Par 4 to be a great one. Now this looks really thick.
Oh my gosh, there is no green to work
he's
with
coming
here.
over. He's coming over here.
Pitch out from, what, 30 yards?
That was a really smart play. If he's going to get away with it here, stay there. Yep, just
did it right.
stay there.
Boy, be in a hurry to go mark that.
Yes.
Smart move.
Both of those balls are 6 inches from coming off the green.
Take a look. Yep, All good according to the rules. Ball was at rest. Good to mark it on the putting surface. This group should finish. Shadows will be long, but they should finish.
It's not like Rory's routine takes too long. You know, he plays quickly. He takes the practice stroke behind the ball, then gets in and goes pretty quickly. It's just he's just in a little putting funk. Has been for a while.
And when he makes them, he has the potential to run the tables in a tournament.
Even the good putts just don't seem like they're going in.
And as a player, you walk that fine balance between beating yourself up and knowing that if I can just be a little bit more patient, it might open the door. 211.
McIlroy on the tee.
I'm trying to play a draw, but it's staying down that right side, not turning over.
Misses, well, caught a little bit of the eucalyptus. All depends on how decent the lie is. And most likely a layup for Rory. Third easiest hole on the golf course today. Been 39 birdies.
Because it forces him to get the ball in the air, land it on the putting surface.
Well, over at 11, McIlroy up near this eucalyptus tree, lining this entire hole.
I think McIlroy has the angle and will be able to go for it. The other two are on that.
And McIlroy last to play.
Yeah, I think that because of the angle, he can land this. It looks like that 2-iron possibly from 249. Just land it and let it run into the neck of that green.
Well, half the field's gone for this green in 2 today.
It's coming out hot and then left. Let's see if it takes the side of that hill. Well, decent lead, Matt.
Yeah, no, that's fine. He's got some green to work with, and just about 15 yards short of the green. Only 10 players have put it on the green in 2 today. And just that one eagle. That was from Tony Finau on one of the easier holes on the golf course, not taking advantage of it. Rory now. Lie looks good.
Great angle. He's got it open. Looks like he's going to go up.
Correct.
Very, very nice.
Tap.
He could have bumped that in, but he went up and played a beauty.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he'll try.
Here with the 2 earlier tee shots, this was McIlroy.
And he's driven it really well all day, and this was another good one right down the middle.
He's got spring ability in that body, isn't he? Look at that. You get through it and wrap that club around your neck.
Boy, that's a lot of chase.
Oh, that's as good as it gets, that one. Mate, you got to thread it through.
And now McIlroy.
Yeah, he only had 164, and he couldn't have been happy with this swing.
Oh.
That didn't sound good.
No, clunky, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that is a wicked side to chip. It goes up and down, so very difficult to get up and down from that side of the green.
And we go over to the 12th.
No, that's fine there. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Rory Mcilroy.
And the lie is actually not that great. It's not heavy rough, but the grain of that Kikuyu is growing away from the hole, which makes it a little more dicey. If you don't hit this just right, it could come up well short.
And it's where Rory just walked to. That's like uphill all the way, and then it will change and then go downhill to the hole. So it's really tough to out of Kikuyu. If you don't land it far enough, it will just stick.
And any speed past the hole, it rolls off the other side.
So he's going to, so that's going to land on the upslope, won't go.
That was the into the grain part of it. Almost.
Yeah, missed
really
it by a
good.
yard. Just another yard to the top of the hill that probably made 2 yards of difference on the other side. He always keeps looking at where he's striking the ball on the face, I noticed a couple of times. Maybe just missing the center.
It was quite the foul ball to get there in the first place.
Yeah. Well, it's the mental battle for Rory, this one, because he hasn't really made anything. Just to believe again. Oh, he's hammered it.
Goodness.
Gone for left. Probably went left.
High frustration level. I mean, he's hit a couple of, shots. That shot in here wasn't very good, but very few swings that weren't good today. But the putter just will not cooperate.
It's a tough hole location. It's in a little bowl, so it's breaking from every side. It was a quick read of the greens, isn't there? One quick look, thinks it's straight, lined it up. But after such a good drive to make a 5, keeps him in the sweat box and making the cut.
Still +1, 71 players.